Welcome back, everybody. Happy Saturday. That truck moved some equipment today. Yeah. First equipment moved buckwheat. If you have to be like a real local to know who that is. But yeah, that was moved. Chipper back here is getting put back together, and this got worked on Friday. So I said, let's make a video. We got downpour with rain today. Lots of rain. So, but wear plates were taken off. So, what you have here is you have your disc. Get up here. Now you're down to your bare disc. That's what she looks like. So, got a bolt back in there because being that it's so balanced, when you try to take stuff off, it tries to roll around on you because the weight wants to go to the bottom. That's why that's shoved in there. But that's the bare disc. She's tore all the way down. That's what was getting worked on Friday while we were waiting on the stuff for the slasher. So he was in here, and it's a little tricky in this spot because they welded into the disc a little bit because the wear plates were wore out a little too much, and so they did a little welding, and yeah, but they usually just, as it gets tacked here and there, and then it bolts on. But so that's what's going on with the disc. It's coming along though, but as you can tell, like, these need built back up. This is supposed to be like this right here. This all has to get built back up. So like that one. Same way too, she's gouged out pretty good. So yeah, this is supposed to come like right here. That's supposed to all be steel. So that's got to get built back up, and I was discussing with Brian, and it looks like it might have to get rebalanced. So, which isn't a huge deal, but yeah, anti-seize. Looks like they used the anti-seize in there, by golly. Anti-seize on the holders, but yeah, thank goodness, right? Gotta love the anti-seize. So these will all have to get made new, and they got to be perfect. I mean, the holes all have to line up perfect. That's the bad spot that we were talking about. It should have looked like this here, and you can tell where they've welded on it a bunch to build it back up because the wear plate was wore out too much. So they've built them all up a bunch. But yeah, she was due for a new face plate. So that's the new, she needs some new action there. And then look at in here. This goes into secret mode. Oh yeah. That's all new. Better. We'll look at it from the back. But what we're trying to do is make that wood just roll right through this thing with no hiccups. You know what I mean? Nothing in the way. That's what we're trying to do. So that's what we did. So as you can tell from back here, she's a lot smoother transition over here for that wood to go in through in there. So that was, before it was like a real, I mean, there was like a big, it was not an easy transition for wood to, I mean, if it would have went in like an angle like this, it stops, and now it's going to hit that and just slide on in. So that's the whole idea there. And it looks like we might do a smoother transition with this corner over here to that edge. Just try to make it so everything just flows through here nice and smooth, you know. You're starting out here and going like this. And the faster we can get that wood from here to there, the better. Just not the faster per se, the smoother we can, you know what I mean? If it's stopping all over in here and doing this and that and this and you want it just to flow real smooth, which, I mean, is ideal. So any hiccups you have, you got all these edge bumpers and whatnot. The smoother that transition is to get that wood in there, smoother and better, because there's not a whole lot of times where you're putting beautiful straight wood through the chipper. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there is, but it's not like an everyday occurrence. But I think I'll get up here. I'll show you what we're working with. It'll be a little easier to look from back here, I think. Just get a better idea. Well, yeah. Yeah, see? He added all that in there. So that was Friday's work while we were waiting for the ram on the slasher. So, and as you can tell, this is all unhooked. That'll get the chopping block and be gone. So the slasher, here we are. Would you just look at it? I even put an Instagram post up. Well, on my story, so it's gone now. But it's in there. We're gonna fit it Monday because it was 5 o'clock on a Friday when we put it back together. Therefore, there was dust rolling out of the driveway with people leaving. So no one wanted to work late. It was beautiful out too. The pin goes through there just fine. That's all bolted up. We'll get it up in there, hook the lines up, pop the pin in it, be ready to go. And we're having issues back here. Well, not with kids, but no, our issues back here with this is when these were designed, this was obviously really tight, and one problem we have is this cylinder, with it all the way back, drops down and hits that fitting. So that's kind of what we're dealing with there. I mean, it'll knock that fitting off. So.
Dad, so I read this song with that.
What did I tell you kids to stay in the car?
Yeah, but
I thought I did. Okay.
Emily was running off.
Emily was running off. Yeah. Okay. So maybe he can't spend no money at Jay's then. So that's one thing that we're figuring out. We got to get this thing that way, and that'll clear it a little bit. But I mean, when it was probably brand new, it cleared it, halfway decent. But it's just, I mean, it's really tight right there. When those two come together, it's not pretty. So we're working on that, and then I flipped. We were working on it, flipped it down, and I mean, that thing's oil puking out of there. So they're gonna repack that real quick Monday morning. We have the stuff here. Just please don't touch anything because everything's dirty.
No.
Okay.
So Emily was singing.
Let me get this video done and then we can get going. How about that?
That is too dirty.
Yes, I told you it's dirty. Don't go around or touch anything. Don't touch anything. So, yeah, that was leaking, and we have the packing kit all ready for it. So these are all the same, and that one on the saw. So that's one nice thing is they're all the same. So you can buy a bunch of packing kits. So I fixed this hose right here on Friday that was leaking. I got that changed out. That went all the way up in there, up under the valve bank, and I got just covered in garbage. So actually Josh stopped by and we were talking about that stuff, and he was picking on me. So we went back and forth because I was dirty from doing work, and that's, he said, the first time this week. So we tried each other pretty good. Picking up where we left off. So hopefully this thing is ready to go there Monday morning. It ain't gonna take them too long to finish up those things. But this is a lot nicer. Got the 2 1-inch hoses fixed. Those were showing wires. So got everything kind of wrapped in there, cleaned up. I mean, that looks really nice in there. So Really happy about that. The one thing I remember, that's not bolted down, so I'm gonna do that Monday morning. And I think that's it. We're designing something to put in here to keep it over this way. That's what that is. And then we need to cut that out a little more right here because the fitting's hitting that too. So, yeah. But we'll get it. It's just gonna take us a quick minute. And this thing, as you can tell, the tires are back on her. Now this right here has got me right here. It's wet. You know what I mean? So I should look into that. That's an easy fix. That's a pretty easy fix. So I'll look into that Monday. But I see she's got a little wet down there. Which, yeah. Fix that. Other than that, just a couple little quick last minute deals, and we got some hard maple to cut. So we'll get some hard maple cutting videos because they got her stacked up out there everywhere, they said. Waiting on John. So I know. It says Big John right there, don't it?
Big John's trailers.
Okay. Just keep rolling. I get these kids out here. We're gonna have a mess. I get these kids. You guys need to go. We gotta go. Everyone out.
Macy.
Everyone out.
Macy's obsessed with this song. He goes like,